Ontario Sheet Metal Workers Training Center, we've developed a course as a TAB technician. We have 10 modules in our book. These are written basically as a home study course with assistance on the internet. Okay? We have a textbook for your reference. Okay? But the modules go through the basics, a little bit of fundamentals, and then we get into measuring air. Okay? So we have an air handler, about 5,000 CFM, the air handler. It's got a cooling coil, a heating coil. It's got filters, so we can see the difference between a V-shaped filter bank, a flat filter bank. It's got an economizer here, so we got a return air damper, we got an outdoor air damper, we've got exhaust air damper. Through the course, we'll learn how to measure cubic feet per minute in rectangular duct, pitot tube readings in round duct, oval duct, we'll learn how to relate the airflow rate of a return fan with the supply fan via the dampers, via the variable frequency drives. We'll learn how to measure airflow rate from diffusers. How to measure the airflow rate of the grill. And by airflow rate, we're talking about how many cubic feet, this is a cubic foot, how many cubic feet pass any one point every minute. Okay? How many of these come out of there every minute? About 200, 250, something like that. How many of these come out through there every minute? In that case, maybe 1,500. For something like that. Okay? But we'll learn how to measure each one of these and the mathematics that applies to them. We'll also learn about VAV boxes, how to measure the flow rate of a VAV box by measuring the pressure difference across the flow grid, the different types of flow grids. We'll learn this. We have a whole module devoted to VAV and setting up VAV systems. We'll also study hydronics, the measurement of circuit balancing valves with a hydronic micromanometer. Okay, circuit balancing valve here and here. How the controls work on hydronic systems. These systems both look the same, but they're very different. This one has a normally open valve to the coil. This valve is normally closed to the coil, but you couldn't tell that just by looking at them. You have to understand how the systems work. The other things we'll do is pump performance. By measuring with one gauge and opening one of these valves at a time, we can determine what the pressure drop is across the strainer, what the pressure drop is across the pump, and by closing the valve on the discharge of the pump, we can determine what the deadhead of the pump is. Okay? These are all things we determine as part of hydronic balancing. Later in the program, we'll study duct leak testing. Okay? So our duct leak test machine with the gauges, flow grid, and we have two very different ducts. The ducts are exactly the same size, except that the upper duct is made of Benson Drive with no sealing. The bottom duct is TDC, and it's sealed perfectly. So we'll give you the entire gamut of hands-on measurements, so you can go out in the field and enhance your skill set by learning how to measure airflow rates and maybe become a balancer one day. The other thing we have is our return fan, our exhaust fan. I wanted to focus on the exhaust fan because so many people don't focus on it. This is a typical roof exhaust fan with some grills maybe down in the system. But so many people don't understand all the problems you can have with backdraft dampers, with cords in the way of backdraft dampers. So we built this so we can experiment with different things, and you can see how the static changes, how the system change when there's a problem with the backdraft damper or when there's leakage because the duct isn't sealed in the corners, things like this. So we've built into this fan a lot of things that can go wrong, just so you'll know there's something wrong here. Well, is the air leaking up here because the fan's bigger than the curb? These are just things that we'll touch on. A little bit of measurement and a little bit of field experience in things that went wrong when I was balancing. Okay. So, like I said, we expect you to spend maybe 200 hours of your time reading the book and about 100 hours of your time here in the lab taking measurements with a group of people.